What happened to Ajokuta Steel and Mambila Power Plant is about to happen to Enugu International Airport, Akanu. The federal government is about to privatize the Enugu International Airport through the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo is about to sell the Enugu International Airport to a faceless organization, Aero Alliance, an organization that is not registered with the CAC. Nobody knows who they are. Some years ago, the federal government sold the then NEPA to EDDC, to private individual, the Southeast NEPA to a private individual. Before they sold it to them, there was no due diligence, because those they sold it to had no capacity to handle it, but yet foolishly, corruptly, the federal government sold it to them. Because as it is today, they had no capacity to meter the whole Southeast with what? Prepaid meter, which was part of the criteria for giving it to anybody that wants it. But they privatized it and gave it to a group, I understand, allegedly led by a Nekofo. This group had no capacity. Now, geometric power plants in Aba took so long to come on board because of one major reason: legal battle. Legal battle was the reason that geometric power plant was frustrated for years. They couldn't come up, they couldn't kick off, because they were in court with EEDC. EEDC said that federal government privatized power facility, the marketing aspect of the whole Southeast, and sold it to them. So they were in court with geometric power, because the federal government was foolish and came up with a foolish contract under corrupt circumstances, under Goodluck Jonathan, and handed it over to his friends. That is what I call it. Otherwise, you cannot convince me that they sat down and looked at this contract thoroughly, and it was okay to them, and they sold it to Emeka Ofo. Today, Festus Keyamo, the Minister of Aviation, is about to hand over the only international airport in the Southeast to his friends under questionable circumstances. Up till now, we don't know. Those behind the Aero Alliance, who are the people that want to sell it to, we are yet to find out. They are faceless. And remember, Southeast International Airport, the Enugu International Airport, is the only airport that was built by Southeast region. It's the only airport that was not built by federal government. That airport was not built by federal government. It was built by the Eastern region in 1960. Every other airport, international airport in Nigeria, was built by who? By the federal government, except the Kanu, that was built by the British colonial masters. The Lagos International Airport was built by federal government. Port Harcourt International Airport was built by federal government. Abuja International Airport was built by federal government. It is only the Kanu that was built by the British colonial masters. Southeast was built by Southeast. So the federal government did not build any international airport in the Southeast. The only one that we had was built by the Eastern region, and that same airport is federal government is about to privatize it. They want to put that only airport, that same airport that they did not build, into a legal tussle that will destroy the airport. The same thing that almost happened in Aba until Alex Oti came and paid off EEDC in order for geometric to commence operation. That is the same thing that the federal government want to do with Enugu International Airport. Now, if you look at the contract they are about to sign, you will cry for Nigeria. They have argued when we said that it is not privatization. Are you kidding me? Where do you do PPP of 100 years? PPP, public-private partnership of 100 years. If you don't understand, your C of O is 99 years. When government give you C of O, is 99 years. So every property you have today, you say it belongs to you, is for 99 years. Now government is about to sign Enugu International Airport for 80 years with an option of 20 additional 20 years. Where does that happen? All over the world. There's no place all over the world that we have 80 years such concession. There's no place in the world for 80 years. The highest is 75 years, and it's for a parking slot in the US. Concession to buy firm parking slot, and until today that contract is still being questioned. Just parking slot, and you want to hand over a national asset like an international airport in a region to your friends for 100 years. The target is that after they sign this contract, immediately legal tussle will commence, and that airport will be abandoned. Because in the contract, it stated that should the federal government cancel it, they will pay any outstanding loan those people collected. They will pay third-party equity. They will pay any interest. The most outrageous one is that they say they will pay the projected profit. They will pay projected profit. Now, you and I know that the projected profit of 80 years will be ridiculous, outrageous. So what they want to do is to start it before you know it, tomorrow everything collapse. They cancel it, and those people ask them to pay. And you and I know that the kind of government we have in Nigeria is an irresponsible government. They are not going to pay that. And Enugu International Airport will be crippled. Because we had to even beg them to make it international airport. They made it international airport without facility uplift. So if you go there, it's a shadow of itself. You didn't build the airport. To even maintain it, you can't. And that is what federal government. So what they are signing is a contract that will outlive almost everybody that is currently alive today. Except if you are going to live more than 100 years. That is the only way you see the end of the contract. If you go to Lagos airport, I think the concession is 20 years. Port Harcourt International Airport, about 30 years. Kanu, about 30 years. Why are you doing Southeast 80 years plus additional 20 years, 100 years? The only place they do additional is in football. But Festus Keyamo brought it to International Airport Enugu. Additional. It's only in football you hear 5 years contract with an option of extra 1 year. Even in football, they say 1 year. They want to privatize Enugu International Airport. The contract will end when almost everybody alive today must have died. That is what they call how to kill a region. You just want to kill Enugu International Airport. And the worst is that these people are not registered with CAC. So we don't even know who they are. As far as I'm concerned, Festus Keyamo is the one selling that airport to himself. Maybe after 60 years, we will now know. That is the kind of thing that is about to happen to Enugu International Airport. The governor of Enugu State, of course, he has not said anything. He's busy gallivanting the whole of Enugu State. He will build one park. Because after building one plaque, Fulani will buy 10 people, 30 people. He will not talk. The next day he will come and install street lights. Fulani will buy 15 people. Then he will come and put one bus stop. Let us watch. This thing is not going to work. So we are calling on every Southeast House member. Governors, wake up from your slumber. Governors are supposed to be active. But Southeast governors are sleeping. Especially Enugu governor is very sleepy. Especially when it comes to life. If you want Enugu state governor not to do anything, just enter Enugu, buy anybody. You can even buy 50 people, will not do anything. In short, it's better you go to Enugu and steal yam. If you go and steal yam in Enugu, the police might come after you, the governor might come after you. But if you go, buy 100 people in Enugu, trust me, the governor will not say anything. He will not come out. He will act as if nothing happened. But I want to tell the governor, Enugu International Airport does not belong to Enugu state government. It was built under the leadership of Michael Opara, when we still had leaders, not what we had now. It was built by the then Eastern Region government. So nothing should happen to this government. If instead of this kind dubious contract, Southeast governors should take over the airports, the ownership of the airports, and develop it instead of handing it to Festus Keyamo and co and his corrupt, dubious alliance, Aero alliance. It will not work.